we had seen these videos of Justin Bieber being handed over to him at age 15. Great job. And for his weekend with Diddy camp. I mean, we don't know, but it certainly looks like Justin Bieber is still suffering the fallout from whatever happened to him as he was coming up the ranks of the music world. It really doesn't seem worth it. I mean, I'd love to hear more from his camp about what's real, because it's clear he's suffering. We just don't know from what. And what mother out there would give her 15-year-old boy over to a grown man who's in the rap industry for a weekend with Diddy camp without other adult supervision?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
that is deeply disturbing in the light of what we've just learned.
It's so upsetting. It's, you know, the last time you and I spoke about child stars and the damage and how they all sort of act out or go off the rails, and, you know, you just never know what was done to them. What was done to him? His parents threw him to the wolves, literally.
What mother would give her 15-year-old over to Sean Combs for a weekend? Who would do that? No matter how badly your son and you want him to become a star.
Did we learn nothing from Michael Jackson?
Yeah, right.
You know, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also while you're out.
He got me a Lamborghini.
Well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah,
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
Because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious this shit is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They not seeing the victim. They not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. Just like it wasn't seen that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
Months ago, I was really struggling mentally and emotionally, and just there was so many things that were adding up, and I wasn't able to enjoy any of the things that I owned.
That stuff's not gonna matter to you.
None of the actual things did anything because I was so hurt and I was so confused and I was so sick and there was all these things, and I was like, I can't, there's like, you just can't, like you said, you can't enjoy the actual physical, tangible, like, things that money offers, right? Like, it really had to come from within. So that's I guess our perspective. And I think knowing that, like, going back to like my faith in that time, like, I feel like I couldn't have, like, it wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't money and stuff like that.
Megyn Kelly didn't hold back. In a recent segment, she went straight to the heart of one of the darkest stories coming out of the music world, Diddy and Justin Bieber. With sharp words and serious questions, she laid out the timeline of a teen pop star pulled into a world he never should have been near. Kelly pointed to old interviews, public appearances, and behind-the-scenes rumors that are now gaining traction in the wake of Diddy's legal downfall. She said the silence around Diddy's relationship with a 15-year-old Justin Bieber wasn't just strange, it was unacceptable. She played back a clip from an old red carpet where Justin nervously smiled next to Diddy. "Look at the body language," she said. "That's not comfort, that's fear masked with a smile." According to Kelly, this was one of many moments where the world looked away. Megyn Kelly also highlighted the larger problem. This isn't just about one man, this is about how fame can blind people to what's right in front of them. She accused industry elites of enabling Diddy while ignoring signs that Justin was being manipulated. She then turned to the legal side. Now that the lawsuits are pouring in, she said, "We need to go back and ask what really happened to Justin and who let it happen." Kelly made it clear, this isn't a witch hunt, it's justice. Long overdue. Kelly demanded answers about the adults in Justin's life. Where were the managers, the agents, the so-called protectors? She asked. They let a teenager get pulled into Diddy's orbit without question, and now we're seeing the cost. In one of the most powerful parts of her commentary, Kelly said, "Justin Bieber may never tell the full story, and that's okay, but we see enough to know something was terribly wrong, and that's why people like Diddy must be held accountable." Kelly pointed out that what happened to Justin wasn't unique. Diddy had a pattern, she said. He got close to young stars, gained their trust, then pulled them into his circle, tight, private, and far from public oversight. She referenced known footage of Diddy throwing exclusive, invite-only parties where Justin was present. A 15-year-old kid should not be there, she said flatly. And yet, there he was, over and over. Megyn Kelly also emphasized the shift in Justin's demeanor over the years. "Watch him closely," she said. "There's a clear change from happy and hopeful to withdrawn and uncomfortable. That didn't happen by accident." Kelly dissected how the industry brushed it all off. They called it teen angst, growing pains. But this was a kid showing warning signs, and no one stopped to ask why. In one part of her segment, Megyn discussed the media's complicity. So many outlets glorified Diddy's mentorship.
He weighed potential backlash, knowing that aligning with federal inquiry against a fellow Munim required
but real mentorship doesn't isolate a teenager. It doesn't hide behind luxury jets and closed doors. She then turned her attention to the fans. If you ever felt like something wasn't right, she said you weren't wrong. You were seeing what the industry refused to acknowledge. Kelly didn't mince words. Diddy used power and fame to silence people. That's why Justin's story matters, because it survived the silence. She also noted that more people are now coming forward. It's not just speculation anymore, she said. There are lawsuits, testimonies, and timelines that are finally being taken seriously. Kelly's tone turned fierce when she addressed the culture of silence. It's time to dismantle the system that let Diddy thrive, she said, because every time someone stayed quiet, another young person got pulled in. She praised those finally speaking up. The whistleblowers, the survivors, the insiders who are done protecting Diddy, they're the reason we're having this conversation today. Megyn Kelly's words echoed through the entertainment industry. This is a reckoning, she said, and Diddy is at the center of it, but he's not the only one who should be nervous. She rapped with a challenge. Where's the accountability, not just for Diddy, but for everyone who enabled him, every executive, every handler, every enabler? Kelly urged viewers not to turn away. Don't write this off as drama, she said. This is deeper. This is the truth rising to the surface. She demanded real consequences. No more brand deals, no more red carpets. If we mean what we say about protecting young people, it starts with actions, not statements. In the final moments, she left her audience with a powerful truth. Justin Bieber didn't ask for this. He was a child in a machine run by people like Diddy. Now it's time for the machine to answer for what it did.